My name is Leontine-This. I was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1957. In the early 60s, my father started his diplomatic career 1 year after Congo reached its independence. After my mother passed away in 1964, while my father was an extraordinary ambassador for the eastern side of Europe, our childhood was a life of many privileges, as I was raised to study in Europe. We had the freedom to choose and study whatever we wanted, which in Congo, this type of education was not accessible. In 1975, I started working in the beauty business, and with my family background, it gave me the opportunity to work at the most popular and elegant salon in Kinshasa. Only worthy and wealthy people were customers. So it gave me the exposure that I needed. In 1980, I became a member of the staff for President Mobutu and the First Lady. For 17 years, I was taken on their private and official trips, many of which I was privy to many delicate situations surrounding the government, due to my close proximity inside the family circle. This was a blessing and a curse. Once Mobutu lost his power and the third regime began, I became a target. I was faced with many troubles and interrogations by the new power. I lost everything, including my marriage. My husband chose to take my children, thinking he was keeping them safe, which only made me the most dangerous mother in the country, and obviously a troublemaker. I wanted to get payback for how I was being treated. And for the sake of my children, we were being taken away from me. Many foreign troops were brought in by the new regime from the new President Laurent Kabila. When money is beyond the strong relationship between countries, then genocide can happen. Congo was invaded. Troubles increased, and the smuggling of minerals in the Eastern Republic Democratic of Congo became a way of life and a way of abuse. There was many levels going on beyond the scenes in the political arena. But the army soon discovered that I knew Mobutu family and that I was close to them. This time was the worst moment and the scary in my life. Everything fell apart. I tried to leave my country 3 times. The nightmare continued, and it ended very badly. The relationship between the leaders in that region got worse. I was interrogated on a daily basis, and I knew they were trying to wear me down. Eventually, they found a way into my vulnerable side, and they raped me. It was horrific. I ended up getting help with my application in order to live in the United States. I got a trial only because I was close to Mobutu, and I accurately accused the Rwandese Tutsi for my rape. At that time, my story and the accusation of the Tutsi was not well accepted because they were supposed to be the good guys and were under the protection of the US government. But the program for torture victims helped me. I ended up getting help with my application in order to live in the United States. I got a trial only because I was close to Mobutu, and I accurately accused the Rwandese Tutsi for my rape. At that time, my story and the accusation of the Tutsi was not well accepted because they were supposed to be the good guys and were under the protection of the US government. But the program for torture victims helped me after I came to the US, and they helped me to build a new life. I now have my green card, and my life has been changed greatly. I am no longer silent. Nor should you be if you are a victim of a crime. We can come together and share our stories out loud, without fear and without shame. Being raped is one of the worst things to ever happen in Africa, as the African women can then be ostracized and even thrown out of their village for being damaged good. In Congo, thousands of women are being brutally raped on an hourly basis, based on the conflict minerals of coltan. This is the mineral that helps conduct electricity to all of our electronic devices. 80% of the world's supplies of coltan is in eastern Congo. There has to be the way that this can stop. The women never talk about being raped, and they remain silent. I was no exception, as I swore to never tell my story and to be held under fire. But now, I can no longer be silent. I do not want to see others tortured as I was. It is time that we stop abuse now. This is my story.